guys, it's Pixl Plume, and in case you guys didn't know, the 100% Orange Juice recently came out with some new DLC characters, which I'm super excited for, because I love 100% Orange Juice in case you guys did not know. But to do something a little bit different, something a little bit unexpected, I decided to do a little special video. This is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And you know what, I figured this would be the right time to do it with some new DLC, the game getting more hyped up. There's a hyper artwork contest. I'm really excited for that, by the way. But in this case, we're going to be doing a top 5 100% Orange Juice characters, which I like in my opinion, because you know what, I can't speak for anybody else. These characters are my top 5. Now, the way I'll be categorizing these characters is based on the following things: their design, their playability, their hyper, their music, and just overall favoritism. With that said, let's jump right into this thing and start off with number 5. Starting our list off at number 5, she's cute, she's perky, she's quite a little bit busty. It's Sham from Sora. So I did a Let's Play of this game earlier this year, and she, quite frankly, is one of my favorite bosses in that game. She's a lot of fun to play against, and she has quite cute tricks up her sleeve, which are quite annoying, but at the same time, it just reflects her playstyle. I think the transition from Sora to 100% Orange Juice comes across quite well. As far as her design goes, she's in her military uniform, she's really cute, her stilettos, and she has big perky eyes and her hands, they just out. It's like, I'm going to give you a big old hug. That's what it looks like to me. Now, as far as her playability goes, she's honestly, stat-wise, probably one of the better characters out there, with 0 attack, +1 defense and evasion, and with 4 HP to boot, she's quite solid as far as that goes. No real limiting condition for her, at least. And her hyper card, oh my god, Delta Field. Probably one of my most favorite hypers if it works out really well. So, because of her hyper, it's level 2, it costs 20 stars, and you're able to crowd control quite a bit because every player except yourself will roll a 1 that turn. So you can take advantage of the situation if you play it effectively. For example, if the next space they're going to land on is a boss, prepare to knock them down and watch them fall. If perhaps you're right behind them and you want to get a shot in, that's the time to do it, because Sham needs a little bit of help when it comes to fighting and to get yourself a sticky wickets. It's definitely a great way to play with mind games with your friends, and honestly, she does a great job at it because she is quite annoying to fight against. As far as her music goes, I love trancey music, and this definitely is up my alley. And you know what? The only reason I don't play with her as much with my friends is because one of my pretty friends loves playing as her, and you know what? I don't like seeing doubles, but you know what? Maybe we'll have a Sham on next time we play, so I'm really looking forward to that. Jingle jingle, boys and girls. Coming in at number 4 is the lovely snow rabbit herself, Aru. She's one of the original 12 characters to start the 100% Orange Juice series off with, and I've gotta say, she's a heck of a lot of fun to play with, in my opinion. Now, if you're not into offensive characters, she's definitely not the one to beat. In fact, she's probably gonna get pummeled by a lot of your friends quite a bit. Her stats aren't exactly the best, with a -1 attack, -1 defense, and +2 evasion. With 5 HP, you know what, she's just gonna be running away. That's her game. That's her game to play. Run away, collect stars, and give cards to all the boys and girls in the world. Her hyper card, Present for You, it's a level 2 card, costs 30 stars, and you know what, for every card you give out, you get 10 stars in return. Santa does get something in return, you know, usually it's supposed to be the love and affection of all the people. No, it's stars. Stars is what she wants, that's the game she's gonna play. If you get 14 wins with Aru, I will bow down for you forever. But her main tactic is to get stars. And she does quite a great job at it because she's able to grind up those stars really quickly if you play her deck correctly. And with the recent boost to her, being able to give cards even if their opponent's hand is full, really does help the card out quite a bit, and it makes her a lot more playable. President's Privilege, even better. It lets her grind those stars really quickly, and if you see all those presents coming in, you better be afraid, because she's gonna run right home and take the victory. As far as her music goes, I'm not a big fan of Christmas music myself. It just gets a little grating, especially during Christmas time. It's just a bit much. But if you love the jingle jingle of the bells, you're gonna love this music. And you know, it's great to have characters from the original game still be viable for today's modern age with all the DLC coming. It's like, you know, you feel like these characters would get outdated, but no, they're quite able to handle themselves with the balancing and all that stuff. So well done to you, OJ, for being able to balance out all these characters at the best potential that they can be. At number 3, we have a very expensive DLC character depending on how you look at it. It's Sora, but the military version. Now, this character can only be obtained if you purchase the Sora game, The Bullet Hell, on Steam. And really, it's totally worth it because she's quite a fun character to play as, in my opinion. So, she's very similar to her original predecessor, Sora, who is in this game for free if you unlock her. Her stats are pretty much the same with 4 HP, 1 attack, 1 evasion, and 0 defense, so her stats look pretty good. Compared to Sham, it's pretty much the same, similar style to that. But what makes her special is that when she gets knocked down, she comes back to life the very next turn with 2 HP, so that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. The good thing is you don't have to deal with those excessive rolls to revive. Oh, I hate those rolls. But if you are in the vicinity of very strong characters like Starbreaker or Yuki, you are going to be in for a rough time because they will just knock you silly. So it's really interesting. You can play her either way. Does she play either way well? That depends. She can get stars pretty well, she can get kills very well, but she doesn't stand out from the rest of the characters. But I love her so much just because of her design. She's just really cute. Just look at her sprite originally to what she is now. As far as her music goes, again, trance. I love it. It's very upbeat. I love it. It's very alien-like too. I really love that aspect of it. And you know what? Sora was my original main in the series. I'll say this now, spoiler, she's not on this list, but she's great. And as far as her hyper goes, Awakening of Talent, it's really a card that can be well used if you play the situation correctly, because you can use it anytime you want, as long as you're level 2 and you have 20 stars, and you'll be guaranteed to roll a 5. Whether you want to roll on a bonus star, if you want to kill your opponents with a 5, or save yourself from a sticky wicket from high rollers, it's definitely a great way to keep yourself alive if you play it properly, and you'll surely reach the victory line before you know it. Coming in at number 2, we have one of the original classic characters. You love her or you hate her, she's snobby and she's elegant. It's the Princess Pranay herself. Now, I love her so much. She's designed to be a tank character. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, she has bulking, an impressive 6 HP, plus 2 defense, and her attacking and evasion stats are not the best. But that's why she's a tank. She has -1 attack and -2 evasion, so just defend, avoid as much as you can. That's her main style of playing. Now, she can basically ignore all your enemies and just do very well. She keeps her HP consistently up because she'll be taking more than likely at least 1 damage a time. So, do not worry. You will be just fine if you play as Pranay. Be your princessy self and ignore everybody. Just fly away in your little blimp. I don't know what's going on here, but, you know, just do all that. As far as her hyper goes, it's not the most impressive. Airstrike. Level 2 costs 30 stars. If you KO somebody with it, you get 15 stars in return. Not exactly the best return, but if you have the right setup, you can definitely do some great work with it, so keep that in mind. As far as her music goes, it's definitely one of my favorites, honestly. It's more subtle than the others. It's a coffee time tune, you know, just in a nice cafe. It just suits her, you know, sipping her tea away, you know, looking all smug at you. A lot of people don't like going against Pranay because, quite honestly, she's hard to take down. And surprisingly, she can take you down if you have the right setup with the right hypers and stuff like that. And you know, that's what I love about her. You know, she just plays. You can just keep consistently playing her. She's one of the most consistent characters I've ever played in the OJ world. And that, to me, that's a great thing because in a luck-based game, if you have a consistent character, it just really shows how good they can be to break that RNG. But she's not my favorite. We're just gonna move right on to number 1. Who could it be? Yes, you guys probably guessed it, but my number 1 favorite character in 100% Orange Juice is the cool beauty herself, Kyoko. I love her music, I love her design, I did an art video about her. You know, she's just me. I just love this character. She's just so beautiful. She's beautiful, she's a tank. I love tanky characters. She doesn't mind whatever you do on the board, that's great. And you know what, she's just perfect to me. I just love every single aspect about playing Kyoko. Now, when I first started playing as Kyoko, I wasn't on board because she wasn't allowed to evade. Her hyper seemed costly, and you know what? That was just me starting the game, being ignorant to her true potential. And she has a great amount of potential. As far as her stats go, she has bulking, an impressive 3 defense, -1 attack, and -2 evasion, but she cannot choose the option to evade at all. So reverse attribute field, you're pretty much screwed. But that doesn't matter because now a lot of people use that against her, and who cares? She shrugs it off, gets back up, and she just grinds stars just like Pranay. But her hyper card, crystal barrier definitely helps that out. It sets up with 3 barriers, so if you land on a drop, a trap, or an enemy space, or someone come back to you in battle, you take 1 damage, but if you die, you don't lose anything, you just lose time. And honestly, it's just a great way to escape losing your stars, just holding on to this like, this is mine, you can't take it. And you certainly can't, because she is definitely relentless as far as being one of the best tanks in the game. She's even better than Pranay in my opinion, because she has a good hyper, she has better defense, less HP, but you know what? You don't really need that if you keep regenerating. And I love that. That's a really fun way. Like I said, consistency is what I find the most fun in Artisan Orange Juice. You can have all the gimmicks and you can have all the tricks, but if the gimmicks don't work, it's just a big letdown. But if you just have a character who doesn't need those tricks and gimmicks, to me, that's what makes the game the most fun. And her music, trance, again, love it. It's beautiful. I uploaded it on YouTube. I'll put that in the description down below. But that's it for my list. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun putting this together. You had no idea. I definitely want to do more lists like this in the future. Maybe worst 5 characters in my opinion, or top 5 boards. Just a lot of potential. Even not away from OJ. Anything away from OJ. It could be like Animal Crossing lists or something like that, or Pokemon lists. I just love the idea of doing these lists for you guys, and I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this as much as I did making it. Until then, this has been Pixl Plume, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.